Suicide Squad issue 9 sees Thylacine and Chaos Kitten disguise themselves as a pair of Secret Service agents in Washington DC. The women go and visit a senator, smashing him in the face and knocking him out as Chaos Kitten gets ready to get the man out of the building without anyone knowing. Later on, the senator awakens underwater, kept alive by a rebreather as Finn talks to him, knowing him to be Ted Kord's biggest investor. And 3 days ago, Kord called the senator from his now disappeared jet. The senator demands to know if the hero knows who he is, but Finn knows the senator isn't a big deal to a sea monster like him. Finn meets with Chaos Kitten later on, telling her that he has Kord's location and that he left the spineless mouth breather down in the depths with some friends to remind him he doesn't own the world. Back at the team's hideout, Harley knows that this is her last mission with Floyd, finding it weird to be on the side of angels for once. Floyd reminds her that they are going to assassinate someone, but Quinn says maybe they are just a step down from angels. She says it's been fun, but Floyd wouldn't use that word to describe their mentally scarring tour on the Suicide Squad. Nevertheless, Harley is proud of Floyd and will miss him. Suddenly they hear gunshots and Floyd finds his daughter firing one of his guns into the woods. He takes the gun from her as she shows him the birds that she killed, but Floyd knows it's nothing to be proud of, but Zoe says that he does this, knowing he's going to kill someone soon. Floyd refuses to let her shoot guns again, but again, Zoe reminds him of how much of a hypocrite he is since he's literally wearing guns on his arms. Floyd says that doing what he's done has left him unhappy for a very long time and he can't just quit like his daughter wants to. Zoe thinks that he can, saying that he should aim for something better. Wink arrives, telling them that the others have returned with Kord's location and they need to get Zoe and her mother to a safe location. Zoe tells her father that if he really wants to feel better, then he shouldn't kill anyone else, making a pinky promise with her father. A day later over the South China Sea, the team gather aboard their ship to discuss a plan of attack against the island they have found Ted Kord hiding out on. The heir says that Kord is setting up private military bases on the Bavalan Islands and he's based on the largest city in the island called Anshia. They know the rich villain will be on the top floor of the heavily guarded Kord Industries building there at the city center, meaning arriving in their ship is out of the question since it would just be blown out of the sky. But luckily, Zebraman can use his powers, coupled with Finn, to carry them underwater. As the team move underwater, Ozita knows the plan is simple, since once they breach the surface, they will take whatever tries to stop them out and get to the main building. Wink quietly reminds Floyd that he promised Zoe that he won't be killing anyone, and the man says he intends on keeping that promise, knowing someone else will pull the trigger, and he will still shoot people, but he won't shoot to kill, prompting Wink to call him Maim Shot instead of Deadshot. The team breach the island, taking out the soldiers and making their way to the Kord Industries building, leaving Finn and Deadly Six to keep their path to the ocean clear as Ted rushes to escape, but the Suicide Squad make their way to his elevator. The team burst in only to find that Superman has apprehended Kord. Superman greets the team, telling them that it's all over and he's been made aware of what happened and how Kord manipulated them all, but the man will be answering for his crimes. Harley is upset since they were all geared up for a final confrontation as Wink asks what happens now. Superman tells him that they can all stand down, but Ozita refuses, knowing that after what Kord has done to them and what he was trying to do to the heir's country, he doesn't just get to go to jail. Wink reminds her that that's Superman and he's a superhero, but Ozita doesn't care, calling the heroes cowards who don't punish those who deserve to be punished, only serving the status quo that threatens them all and the planet. Superman knows that she's frustrated, but Ozita cuts him off, saying the Justice League is just the Suicide Squad in the daylight and they are too stupid to realize it. Harley tries to calm her down, saying while she doesn't have always the best mental health, even she's not crazy enough to pick a fight with Superman. The heir tells Ozita her country is safe and while it's not the way she wanted, it's all over now. She asks Superman about the girl they are looking for and Superman says he can see her down in the white van on the street below, knowing that he can get her once Kord is dealt with, but Ozita knows the child is theirs, leaving with the team. Floyd however stays behind, talking with Superman about his pardon and how he served his time. Superman is glad to hear it since he's quite a fan of justice. Floyd however says that he thought he deserved to die after everything he did and he thought it would eventually catch up to him, but Superman says that he did good by atoning for his crimes and he and Task Force X helped people, even if it doesn't feel like it sometimes, and while he doesn't approve of their methods, Floyd was a good soldier for his great country. Floyd hesitates for a moment before thanking Superman, who wants to fly off, but Floyd says he actually came back since he would really like his kid Zoe to aspire aspire to be something a little less like him, and he didn't know if he'd get the chance to later on, so he would love Superman to autograph the magazine he finds on Ted's desk, since it might help steer Zoe in the right path. Superman is more than happy to, grabbing a pen from the drawer, which Floyd wonders how he knew was there, realizing he has X-ray vision. Signing the book, Superman hands it over, and Floyd knew he was right, radioing the team that they have a problem. Superman is confused as Floyd says he made it look like he came through the window and caught Ted. However, there's no glass on the inside of the room, and why would Superman even bind and gag a bad guy like he did Ted? The final clue Floyd has, however, is that he never told Superman his daughter's name, yet the hero signed it on the autograph. Suddenly, Floyd is shot in the chest as Superman is revealed to be Black Mask, using the gift Lex Luthor gave him to disguise himself as the Man of Steel. Roman says that it's a shame since Lawton could have been useful, telling the man that his daughter is better off without him, and he was right about how all the things he did will finally catch up to him, as Black Mask shoots Deadshot in the head, sending the dead man and the tied up Ted Cord plummeting out the window. Suicide Squad issue 9 was a fantastic and shocking beginning of the end for the book that made good on its promise and actually killed Deadshot. Floyd and his daughter getting a really nice final meeting was really great, and I do like that he was actively trying to do the right thing and turn over a new leaf, and that could have been one of the reasons, or partly the reason, why he got himself killed. The payoff of that rather lackluster Black Mask Hero the Villain one-shot that Tom Taylor wrote was gold, and something I didn't actually see coming. It was obvious that Ted Cord wasn't the real Ted Cord, but I never once suspected it to be Black Mask, and I guess that's the point, since no one expects Black Mask to do anything this big, and it was a genuine shock, and that very rarely happens these days in comics. I'm really looking forward to the final 2 issues coming out, but really wish the book didn't have to come to an end, since it's been consistently one of the best DC books going right now. I'm going to give this issue a 10 out of 10.